A very good afternoon slash morning.
It's morning still.
We're on the cusp.
Yes, we're gonna see you through to the afternoon.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you as well. Sarah's here, Funky Fossil here, 2-hour special.
Sales and bargains are all the way.
I know I messaged you last night and I was like, I can only apologise. I'm with you for 2 hours tomorrow. What have we got? And you just come back, bargains.
First of all, I came back and said, I'm going to have an extra gin.
I left that bit out.
Yes. And then, mega bargains.
So it's a 2-hour special. There's loads on this counter that you want to see. Deals as well. Some of them are better than half-price deals. There is a Stella Paste bundle, which I don't think I've seen in 5 years. One, the amount you're getting, and you're getting stencils thrown in, and the spatula.
Palette knife, absolutely.
Palette knife. All that in there. So shop ahead of us. If there's anything you want to see as well, now we are here for 2 hours. That's 113 minutes is what we've got precisely. If you want to see anything die cut, if you want to see anything stamped, we can do it. Just leave your little comments in. They'll come through to us here in the studio and we can do all that for you.
That's Adam will do it. Adam will do all of that.
I'll have a little go.
Oh, good.
I'll roll up my sleeves.
Right, that's challenge on.
I say that. I won't. We still need that challenge. We've been talking about it for years.
It's true.
Years.
You have been.
Also, let's tell them how to shop. Shop very simply. There'll be words that appear at the top of our heads. All you need to do is type the word shop. That's the important one for this bit. And then the word that follows. So, for example, if you were going for the first item, it would be shop rainbow. Okay, shop, leave a space, rainbow. You know how this works by now. To be put it into your basket. At the end of the 2 hours, you have a little confirmation email, or a little in your messenger, innit?
Is it in your messages, yeah.
It says, do you want to check out your basket? That's how you check them out. So you can just keep watching, keep shopping, and keep watching. And I've just been told, if you're just thinking, well, we've got visitors coming round, and I want to get rid of them quite quick, you could put us on the YouTube. Put us on the YouTube, on the big telly. You can watch there as well, and then you could shop on your phone.
I mean, Adam in full screen will scare anybody off, wouldn't you?
Hey, me in HD.
Oh, good Lord. I haven't got enough makeup on for HD.
Neither have I anymore. So you can do that as well. You can watch us on the YouTube. It'd be good to know where you are watching. Should we start?
Let's do it.
Let's start. It's a 112 minutes marathon.
That's more time than I spent with my husband for the past couple of years.
It's more time I spent with my family over Christmas, to be honest.
True.
This is true. Also, let us know what you're doing today. Because this is the lull.
Yeah, this is a nice spell though, I think, because we have the build-up and then we have lots going on over Christmas Day, Boxing Day. But I quite like this. I like the calm space between. Are you a
New Year? We will get into this in a minute. Are you a New Year's person? I asked last night on a little Facebook Live. Many people were like, "Nah, I go to bed early."
I'm not a New Year's Eve party goer, but I do like that whole idea of a fresh start of the new year.
Oh, do you stay up late? Do you watch the Jules Holland and the fireworks, or do you go to bed?
No, I do. Well, it depends, but normally I stay up late.
Let us know. What do you do on the New Year? Do you stay up? Do you stay up for the fireworks because they wake you up anyway?
Well, that's true.
Or do you go to bed early and you don't really care? I'd also like to know if people are still having picky teas on this time of year, because there's still a lot going on.
What teas?
Picky tea.
What's a picky tea?
Don't know what picky tea.
Oh, I see, like a buffet.
Sausage roll, like a buffet. Obviously, a lot posher than what I am. A picky tea. You know when you have the turkey and you've still got turkey, gammon, all left over, which you would have had yesterday, I'm guessing. But are people still having picky teas today? I'd like to know all of this, and we'll also ask the team as the 2 hours go on as well what we're all up to. Right then, let's crack on.
Asking all the challenging questions.
All the do you like a picky tea? Do you stay up for New Year? That's what I'm going to do.
We need to know.
There's also questions as well. There is a quiz where you'll be winning something that our Sarah makes over the course of the 2 hours.
Indeed.
We don't know what yet, but you'll be winning something, and I'll give you those questions as the hours roll on. Now I've said it 3 times. I'm actually going to get to it now. Shop Rainbow is your first one. You'll see it just above us. What am I getting? This
is a lovely, lovely combo. So if in this coming new year you're thinking, you know what, they talk about art journaling all the time, but I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to make a start. This is going to give you a fantastic A5 spiral bound art journal with the covers designed exclusively for us by Claire Stead from Art Journal Love. And it's, open it up, Adam.
Do you want to open it?
Open it up. It's got fantastic, good heavyweight mixed media paper in there. We should have done this before the show, shouldn't we? And so it takes all your mediums, your inks, sprays, pastes, etc. So it's a fantastic, I think it's a lovely place to explore being creative, have fun. It's fascinating content.
Should we see every page? We've got 109 minutes to fill. So let's see every single...
There are lots of pages in it, as demonstrated ably by my colleague.
The cardstock that's in there, it feels cardstock.
Yeah, it's 190 GSM.
So it's got a decent weight to it.
It's good heavy weight, and saying it will take lots of your kind of your wet mediums as well, and not warp and just get distorted.
So will it take our pastes without warping? Do we have to? Obviously, we leave it open. We don't close it. But will it take our pastes and it won't buckle? Because you know when sometimes you do watercolour and things like that, or you put your paste on it because it's wet and got glue in.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's have a look. So I've got so you're here, for example, here are some of the pages I've done in mine. So you've got your embossing pads. These are sprays that have been sprayed directly onto the paper. Some Stella paste.
It don't go through.
No, it's really. I mean, genuinely is a good paper. You can kind of use your inks, your stencils, and enjoy your sort of Stella paste on here, and it all stays a nice kind of flat and heavyweight. And equally, if you do use your sprays and it goes through, because there's so many pages in here, you wouldn't actually probably be able to create a journal page on every single one. It would get too bulky. True. So if you do ever get any kind of spray going through, then what you can do is just stick two pages together and give yourself a nice kind of almost board feel to it.
But not only do you get the book, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's a great
absolute
price.
Beautiful, £12. Remember, you're going to get both of these as well. Not only are you going to get the pad, the A5 pad, you're also going to get the rainbow die set in there. Now you're saving £13.98. Now the rainbow die set alone, this cut into your shrink plastics and to make your jewellery or your little key fobs or your chains. Yes. This would be beautiful.
It is. It's a lovely, lovely die set, and I do have it cut, so we will demo with it. But it's great in that it creates that fantastic kind of rainbow arch with your kind of clouds either side, with little heart raindrops coming from it. But then you've got your three words. You've got rainbow, love, and smile. The cut-ins and also that solid base as well.
I was trying to work out what they said. I worked out smile, and I was like, what's the other one? And rainbows. I thought that's a W. No, and then they're backwards. I'm a bit rusty. That you've got on this one. You may need that word later. That you've got on here. Yeah, rusty.
Oh, my. Oh, good.
So, just letting you know. So if you want both of these, £12. Now, if you are going to get into the art of journaling, junk journaling, maybe it's just to write everything down. Yeah. Maybe it's to write your thoughts, your deepest worries, your woes. Because sometimes just getting it off your chest, I'm no therapist, but just getting it out there is the best thing ever.
A really great way of art journaling, a lot of people will say this, is to write down, to do some kind of reflective kind of journaling and then paint over it or create over it. So it's not necessarily something that you necessarily want to go back and read, but it's getting the process of getting it out on the paper. So.
If you want to go for this one, Shop Rainbow is what you were looking at. The biggest tip I was ever given when you're starting a journal, start in the middle. Yeah,
so you don't get first page phobia.
Because when you do the first page and if you go wrong, it's the first thing you look at every single time.
And that is one of the nice things about it being spiral bound, partly in that it'll lie flat, but actually you can tear a page out.
That's true.
Whereas if it's a stitch bound one, you're not going to be able to remove page. So if you really don't like what you've created, you can tear a page out because, as I say, you've got more pages that you're going to be able to use.
We've spent a long time on this, but I like this. My creative mind is going. Could we not unbound it fully? But is there a way we could pull this out to take the pages out so we could run them through a die cut and things?
Yeah, you could take pages out. Quite often what I do is pull a page from further back in the journal, create on that and stick it back in.
Oh, so then like a cheeky metal layer? Yeah. Talking, 25% of the stock has already gone of your A5 journal and also your rainbow die set as well. £12 is what you're looking at, a saving of $13.98. Can't go wrong.
No, I mean, it really is definitely just get it, even if you were just going to use this for your shopping list, it's a good price.
These are the ones as well, these are the bottom drawer gifts for next year. These are the ones that the birthday presents you forget, the Easters, the Valentine's, you know, those ones that you need a gift, you're like, what do I buy? That set, beautiful little set, just wrap up, give it a gift. Maybe with a set of paints or some stencils. Talking about our next one, this is your Trails, Shop Trails, £15, better than a half price deal is what you're getting here. You're saving $15.98. You are going to get a beautiful paper pad, and you also get the Badger stamps as well. Let's start with the paper pad first of all, the Forever Falls 8x8 paper pad. This is beautiful.
It is lush, as I would say. And this is a fairly recent release. I think we released this probably in October time. So, but I love the colour palette in this. It's obviously got those rich kind of rusty colours. I won't keep using the word rust, but there's a kind of oranges and warm yellows.
You could use the word necklace if you want, if you can fit it in there. It's up to you.
You was bad because it's a stuffing. But yeah, it's got a beautiful. It's got. Shall I lift it
Yeah,
out?
let's do it. I'll hold the answers to the quiz. I'll find them under the eye.
I'm not qualified in flicking.
I know, but it might. No, you can flick. Go on, have a practice.
I can't do it. Look at this. Aren't they beautiful? The textures in here. You've got that wood grain. So you've got lovely backgrounds. You've got kind of inbuilt kind of open space on your pages. I've done some demos with these pages as kind of collage panels that you can cut into. I just love the wood grains. You can't beat wood grains. So you get 3 each of the 12 designs in the paper pad. So I think this is it's classic, it's timeless, it's full of texture.
It is. I'm thinking as well, and miniatures are. I think miniatures are still in. This would be beautiful if you make miniatures.
Yes.
Wood grain floors and things like that you've got on there.
absolutely.
There was one in there of a tree in a small square.
Yes.
That could be a photo.
Yeah.
You cut that out, put a little wooden border around it, like from the pad
Yes.
itself. There's your frames for your little dolls' houses and stuff that you've got in there. Not only do you get your paper pad, you're also then going to get your beautiful stamps that you've got in this one. Absolutely stunning. From them beautiful, I'm going to go with oak leaves.
Yeah.
That you've got in there. You've got the stunning badger with the badger prints as well. You've got, whether they're foliage or whether you want to use them as abstract trees, you could do. These two that you've got here. And then you've got the rhino horns, the propellers, these ones.
Rhino horns.
Do you know you used to split them over and put them on the end of your nose? You've not lived. You've got on this one. Yeah, you used to like a little rhino.
Never.
Never?
Never.
We'll do it in the summer or whenever they fall.
Maybe.
Maybe in the autumn. Oh yeah, question 4. That you've got on this one. I'll do a question in a minute. That you've got. But I just love this stamp set. It works really well with the papers.
It does. I mean, there's so much texture and detail. It just even in the leaves, all that doodling that Kim Dello, the designer's, put in there for us. Just as you're mentioning that tree as being a little image in itself, here's a collage that I did on one of my lives where I've just taken panels from one of those pages. Sorry, lovely.
It's all right.
So just literally they are panels from that paper pad. They're just cut out of one sheet. And obviously one of the other pages on the other side, one of the bugs from the stamp set too. So look how easy it is. You break those papers down.
It works.
Yeah.
So from that paper pad, you can see what you can create. So don't see it as a full 8x8 because it's not.
Oh, there's a lot of elements in this that you can cut out.
Even these, just as the page on its own at the back of the page. Absolutely
so much texture
stunning.
in it.
If you want to go for this one, this is your Trails. £15 is what you were looking at on that one. So it's £15, a saving of £15.98. Should we do a question?
Go for it.
Now, you need all 5 answers. You can put them in at any time, but they all have to be separate answers. You can't put them in as one word, and you'll be winning something. One of the cards that you create.
Indeed.
One of the cards, because we're also going to do a scrapbook page as well. So you'll be winning one of the cards. Question number 1. A pampered treat for your nails and hands is called a what?
I'm glad we've now got the answers because we have struggled with the answers
them.
sometimes with the quizzes. We now know the answers.
We had Thor ones last time I was there. I didn't know any of them.
I'd have been good at that.
No, not a clue. So a pampered treat for your nails and your hands is called a what? We will be back.
A pedicure.
No, not a pedicure. It's the other one. Try spelling it. Also, we'll move on to one of my favourites that we've got. Pauline, we've got a lot of people watching.
Oh, thank you, everybody.
Thank you for watching.
Lovely to be company.
We asked you to get involved. What do you do for New Year? Do you stay up for New Year? Do you go to bed early? And also, do you like to pick your tea? What are you having for your teas and lunches this afternoon? Get involved. Drop us a comment. Pauline says she stays up to watch Jules Holland. I bet the family love you for this. Then call the family and friends at midnight.
I love it.
You can never get to. Is it still like that you can never send a text at midnight because everyone's sending a text? Because it used to go down, didn't it?
It puts you in a queue.
Yeah.
Send it.
Calls the friends and family at midnight. Whew, Pauline. Maggie says she loves a picky tea. Better than a Christmas dinner for her.
Yeah, well, I'm a snacker and grazer. I've just never heard it called a picky tea. But I'm going to adopt it as a...
I love a picky tea. What's your favourite on a picky tea?
Me? I do like hummus with dips. Oh. Is that...
No, I like that.
Oh, yeah,
we have... Molly's got into olives.
Yes, I love
olives.
Green olives, only green olives.
I can't call it what we call it. It's a Parma ham. You know the ham off the Spanish ham?
Yeah, I do.
We eat that. Well, I can go with it because it's not bad. It's not rude. Molly calls it dog meat because she don't like the smell of it. It smells like dog food. But she loves it. Yeah, so can we have dog meat? Janet said, love a picky tea. I tried to work it out in my head and I couldn't work it out quick enough. Love a picky tea. Probably won't be up for the fireworks. Fair enough, but she loves a picky tea. Donna says, having a picky tea tonight.
Oh, good.
Donna, what's in your picky tea? What do you class as a picky tea? Michelle P, which I thought was my mum, but it's not. Always stay up for New Year and live on ham and snacky bits after Christmas.
Yes.
Can't go wrong. Yes. Christine, yes, another picky tea tonight and tomorrow is our big family get together. So she loves a buffet.
You've made me really crave those, cheese and pineapple chunks.
Porcupine.
I've had those for years.
On a little stick.
Them, yeah.
Yes.
So I'm going home to do.
Where do you put it into though? Do you put it into a melon to stick your little
spud.
things?
You put it into a spud.
Little potatoes. Yeah. Nice, cute.
Yeah. Used to have good melons.
Used to use half a melon, didn't you?
Oh,
not anymore. Well, yeah. Steph says, not our Steph. Stephanie says, making Scotch eggs later for our picky dinner tonight.
Homemade Scotch eggs, lovely.
When they're warm.
Nice.
Delphine, would you say? Daphne. Oh, Daphne. Thought you get being dyslexic. We had 2 turkeys. I baked in apple. She baked them in apple.
That'd be nice.
And 1 jerked.
Gosh.
She jerked a chicken.
Turkey.
A turkey. Either or. What you do behind closed doors is entirely up to you.
Thank you for sharing.
Yes, thank you. Very open. She baked 1 in apples and she jerked the other one.
Sounds like a very eventful Christmas.
Merry Christmas. So there will be lots of picky teas here. We started yesterday with them. Nice. Donna has I used to make rhino horns with rose thorns.
Oof.
Oh, Donna.
That's a bit hardcore, isn't it?
She lives on the edge.
She does that, Donna, yeah.
Donna, I read that about Donna. On the edge Donna, they call her. On the edge. Yeah, well, there you go. Because we're talking about the sycamore.
We were, the helicopters, as I call them.
Little sycamores that we got. So if you wanted to go for that one, that was trails. Let's move on, though. Keep your messages coming in as well. Picky teas, New Year's Eve, what you're having for your tea. I'd love to know all of them. And then at 1 o'clock, because I'm on my own, my first show on my own.
You are.
I don't know how I've managed this. I'm normally chaperoned.
Well, I think they're all going as well.
It's just me and a camera. We might bring back the bus trip. The coach trip, when I do the coach trip, when I find out where everyone's from in the UK.
Oh, I see.
I get on a big bus. We'll do that one though. Let's do one of my favourites. I think it was the last one I did on the TV before the hoo-ha that we've got on this one. This is your turn that you've got on here. £12 is what you're looking at. I thought it was tuna, but it's not. This is your turn. These are your rub-ons, which you do really
they
well.
Are amazing, these. Absolutely. So the Turn It Up was our kind of music inspired collection, which has been probably one of our best-selling collections of the year. We don't have the papers left, etc., but this has got really kind of retro music kind of imagery with it, the turntables, the kind of the old cassette tapes, the vinyl. I've got a house full of vinyl addicts. It was records all Christmas. All 3 of them were getting records for Christmas. So this really works for our family. The electric guitars, the headphones. It's going to be great for just so many occasions, so many recipients. Those who like the kind of the nostalgia of the old types of music formats through to current music lovers. But the rub-ons just go on to everything.
Well, that's what was going to be my next question. What do rub-ons go on to?
They go, as far as I've discovered thus far, I've put them onto fabric, onto glass, onto plastic, metal, wood. Basically, they will adhere to pretty much any surface that I've tried them on. Obviously, on your paper and cardstock as well. So they're really versatile medium, because if you want to do a card and a gift to go with them, then you've got something which you can decorate a pencil case and give a matching card.
If we put them onto, for example, fabric, or we put them onto glass, do we need to, 1, prep the surface, 2, seal them?
I haven't needed to prep the surface as long as it's obviously a clean, dry surface. The only thing the rub-ons don't seem to like is if there's any moisture. The adhesive won't connect if there's any moisture. So make sure your inks, your paints, everything else is completely dry before you attach it. Depending on what the usage is whether or not you need to seal it. So for example, if I put rub-ons onto tea light holders, I haven't really sealed it because I'm not planning on really washing it.
Makes sense.
With fabrics, again, pencil cases probably not, but if it's something you're going to wash, then yeah, I definitely would use a sealant for it. But you really do have to scratch at them to try and kind of,
That's good though. So you're going to get all the ones that you see on the back that you get in here. So you're going to get the 4 sheets. As you say, they're big rub-ons as well. 20% of these have now already gone that we are looking at. But if you're liking the rub-ons, especially when it comes to those cassette tapes that you've got in here, you've got that then in stamp form.
Exactly. So we've got an A6 single stamp. So it's a great background builder. You can kind of repeat stamp it to get a larger area covered. But I love the slightly grungy feel of this stamp. And we all love respooling an old cassette tape, don't we? It's one of our favourite hobbies. So yeah, I mean, at this price, it's less than the cost of the rub-ons were when they were first launched. It's an amazing deal.
Oh, well, it is. You're going to get all of this for £12. We're only on the 3rd item. I thought we were further down that board. £12 is what you're looking at on these ones. You're going to get your 4 rub-ons and your stick already included in there, and you also get your background set of stamps as well. Whether they're backgrounds or you're going to cut into them, as it were, and use them as smaller elements would be absolutely beautiful. One
little thing with this rub-on that I really love to point out is if you look at this one here, Sam, that's a single rub-on. But actually those cassette tapes fit over the stamp.
They match up.
So if you want to cut out individual ones and add them to your stamped image and also kind of have a coloured element to your stamped image, then those two designs will marry up.
Well, you could have every other one. So you get a stamped one and then a rub-on one and a stamped one. A nice way to use them. If you want to go for that, it's Shop Tune, Turn is what you're looking at on this one. £12, saving of £13 and 98 pence is what you're going in. Another question. You said you were big on the vinyls. I was thinking about getting an old school record player.
Yeah. And decorating.
Is it worth?
Oh, you mean I thought you were going to decorate?
No, I'm talking about me now. Is it worth having one?
Oh yeah.
Is the sound better?
Yeah, absolutely.
I like the Alexas, but I'm liking 33% of the stock. No, the stock's already gone. But I think I want to go old school.
We now have several old school record players, and there's something about it's a bit like with anything. It's the ritual. It's the process of putting the record on and the needle. Yeah, there's something really cool about it.
Let me know if you still use them. Let me know if you still use a tape machine.
Yeah, we don't have one of those.
Tapes are coming back.
Are they?
Apparently, they're coming back.
Well, they all do, don't they? Records have come back, so I guess.
That's true. I'm waiting for Engelbert to come back. Massive fan. We're moving on. From there, we go on to Shop Oak is where we're going. I love a bit of Engelbert Humperdinck. Please release me. Massive fan. Then let's do Shop Oak. Is what we're going. £8 for this is what you're looking at. Saving at $3.99, which is phenomenal when you see what you can do with it.
So this embossing folder is just stunning. So obviously here we've got it in a kind of festive format, but it is a cascade of oak leaves, as the name suggests. So you use it with your greens and your golds, and it can be any time of year. But just the dimension and texture in it is just fantastic. All I've done there is put a bit of white pigment ink and some gilding wax to really bring that design out. But because it's a 3D emboss, it means you've got lots of dimension to really bring your projects to life.
And especially with an embossing folder as well, there's so much you can do with them. Don't just think your papers with these ones, because these are sturdy enough that you could go a little bit thicker with your thicker papers, a little bit of water on them, just for that sort of, it gives you a background, it gives you that, it takes away the fear of the blank page.
And one of the really nice things about this particular design is I've used it quite frequently where I've cut around it, so not use it as a full back, but use it as a textured embellishment over a project, so yeah.
Shop Oak is what you're looking at for this one, £8. Another amazing bottom drawer gift. It really really is a stunning bottom drawer gift is what you're looking for, especially maybe with one of the others, or if you're going for the badger set that we showed you, that would also work together. They go hand in hand. From there, let's shop rope this time. £14 is what you're spending, saving of £12.98. Shop rope this time, you're not only getting an embossing folder, you're also going to get a die in here.
It is an amazing value, and I put these two together. Again, they're fairly recent products, but obviously your embossing folder's got your unravelled rope, so you've got that kind of the theme or the imagery is going to work together brilliantly with these two. But that rope frame die is just brilliant. It's a good size, and I did a YouTube video recently where I showed how you could use it to make a shaped card. It's a good enough size in that you've got the solid outer edge, so you can make your base shape, but also you've got your rope detailing that cuts into your card, or you can cut out of it. So yeah, it's for frames or embellishments on projects, or even as its own card. There's so much you can do with that particular die set.
I'm thinking, I know, be careful, with the die that you've got on there, if you do it in red and white, you've got Christmas, because it could be candy cane.
Yes, true, yeah.
If you just do it in black cardstock, no, do it in green cardstock, use it as the base of your wreath to stick your flowers into, because you've got those openings, you'll have that perfect circle, and where the two bits come out at the bottom, that's where your bow would go.
Yeah, be a bow, yeah.
So you've got the background, you think, well, how do I make a wreath?
Yes.
Well, you've got all the tucks in there.
It'll give you the structure to build
to
your
put
wreath
them all
on,
round, and we've got stamps coming up as well, which would work for that. So it's one of those that don't see, oh, it's just rope. It's not. That is your base for your wreaths, as we said. That's the base for your candy canes for Christmas. Turn it upside down. You could do beautiful swags.
Yeah, true.
Put some together, and you could have letters in the middle as bunting,
yes.
which would be absolutely stunning. It really, really would. And then on top of that, you're also going to get your embossing folder thrown in there as well. Shop rope is what we're going for. £14, a saving of £12.98. Well worth the money is what you're getting on these ones for a die set, and you also get that embossing folder. Something that works hand in hand that you've got on these ones are the stamp set and the embossing folder again of the anchor in sort of that wreath shape.
Yeah, exactly. So the code for this one is anchor, but it is part of it. As you rightly say, Adam, these things all came out simultaneously because they're all part of that, almost that retro nautical vibe to them. So Belinda, the designer for the stamp set, the task I gave her was to come up with that kind of that old school vintage tattoo style, the Sailor Jerry type style, which she's done amazingly. So you've got these brilliant characters in the stamp sets, but then of course that anchor has both a masculine and also can be quite a pretty design, because you've got the florals around the anchor itself. So depending on the colourway that you use for it, in fact, here's a perfect combination where you've got one of the characters from the stamp set but used over the anchor embossing folder as the base. So, but you could colour this 3D emboss in your pinks and greens with the flowers and make it a really kind of feminine.
It does work, but it would also work for him. And going back to the previous one that we saw, the shop rope, we're on shop anchor at the moment, £15 for the stamps and the die set. It works with that rope in the background that you've got there, then adding on the stamp elements that you've got here. Shop anchor, £15 is what you're looking at, a saving of £14 and 98 pence is what we've got across the board, which is an amazing deal.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to say again, that's the embossing folder for free with that stamp.
I was going to say one of them must work out, because the stamps alone would be £15 if we sold them singly.
The stamps, 18, 17,
oh really?
99.
Oh, there you go. So you're getting a little Billy bargain that what you've got on this one. Should we go to the... let me quickly grab it. I feel bad about it. I asked for comments and then I don't... oh, right. Updates. Here we go, pop pickers. Shop Oak, which was your Oakley's embossing folder, 20% of that stock has already gone. Shop Rope, 20% of Shop Rope now has already gone. Shop Anchor, 10% of that has already gone. Avril, pop pickers music.
Oh, is it? Sorry.
I didn't know how much I was allowed to sing, so I just do the bit that no one knows. Avril says, we asked about New Year. She says she stays at some parties.
Yay, we're round to yours then.
I can't party anymore.
Oh, come on.
Well, I can. No, I tell a lie. I can. It's the next 2 days.
That is true. That is true. And of course, you're potentially here on the 2nd, so you don't want to put your back out partying, do you?
I don't party. I'm at my parents. We won't party. I'll be back. I go to bed early now. I was in bed for 10 last night. Very boring these days. Dee has said, out for dinner, as it's the daughter's birthday, New Year's Eve.
Oh, how lovely.
That's expensive.
Nice.
Oh. There goes the desk. It's an expensive birthday having a New Year, because everyone puts the prices up for dinner, don't they?
Well, and lovely. They treat her.
They
their
treat her.
daughter.
Yes, there you go. No presents. I'm taking you out for dinner. Jane has said, normally go to bed early, get woken up by the fireworks. Then I roll over to wish the hubby a happy new year. Then go back to sleep. The joy. The joy of parenting. That's cute though. That's cute. Terry Kim, a name I've not seen in a while. Like Sarah. That's all she says, just like Sarah.
Oh, thank you.
She doesn't really, she goes on. Like Sarah, I love cheese and pineapple.
Yes.
Nice. Karen says, we stay up and have the telly on loud as the dogs don't like the fireworks.
Yeah, my dog doesn't like the fireworks either.
Oh, bless. The stuff you can buy, like a smell, like a cowpole scent.
Well, Leonie was telling me you could buy things like thunder coats that wrap the dog up, and it's almost like putting a baby in swaddling. I think it just makes them feel safe. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Try that. Thundercoat. What a name of a band. Who are you going to see? The Thundercoats.
That's our new band.
That'd be a nice stamp set. A new range.
Thundercrafts.
I'll have that. Maggie says cheese, salad, crackers, and Marmite crisps.
Ooh, I was with you there right up until the Marmite crisps.
Terry Kim says again, Sarah's rub-ons are terrific.
Thank you, Terry Kim.
There you go.
Thank you.
What a compliment. I'd have that on a t-shirt. My rub-ons.
Try my rub-ons.
Try my rub-ons. They're terrific. On the back. Have it on down the side of your car. I could do that with Cadence before you leave if you wish. Try my rub-ons. Ooh, lovely. Carol, still have my stereo system and all my vinyls. She's got a stereo system, the old school.
Yeah, my dad has one of those old, the hi-fi stacker thing.
Big ones. I like them. Terry Kim's back again. Here we go with another quote.
Another tagline.
Sarah's rub-ons. I've got a record player with CDs. Still got all my albums and 45s.
Yeah, I bet people who did get rid of their record collections are
I bet they're gutted now.
Yeah.
I bet they're absolutely gutted. Right, and moving on to, we've done Anchor, let's go free. Shop free is what we're looking at for the Wild and Free collection. You get 2 A5 stamp sets and an 8x8 paper pad and a set of stencils in this one. You're saving £24.96, £30 is what you've got. What do we get?
It is an amazing deal, this, and it's a fantastic...
Little chair here.
You just sit there.
I've got 3 hours.
Sit there.
Better stand up, the boss might be watching.
We're paying you to stand up.
Yeah. Well, they pay people.
2 amazing A5 stamp sets, which are designed for us by Ankit Kumar, and he was a tattoo artist by trade, so you can see a really contemporary geometric vibe to these. So stags, lions are really iconic imagery, but we've put a really modern twist on them here. I think they're just absolutely stunning focal points. And they're the kind of things that the line art alone will really make a statement. But then we've got one of our fantastic paper pads that go perfectly with that kind of animal theme from the stamp sets. We've got some kind of contemporary abstract animal prints. Yeah, lovely, again, textures in here.
If I replace that with the stencil,
and then
the
final element of that collection is that stencil sundials, which has got a slightly tribal vibe to it, but I've been using that on so many projects.
This is nice.
It's a nice one, this, isn't it?
This.
It's really, really cool.
So you go from that original sort of wicker, you can sort of smell the wicker.
The texture in there is just phenomenal. But again, as we were saying with that other paper pad, you've got things that you can cut out, make panels, you can stamp onto them, you've got open spaces you can use with these. And I love the fact the animal prints are slightly abstracted, so it doesn't absolutely in your face have to be.
It's like fabric. It's like literally woven fabric that you've got. Maybe you don't use all of these, but maybe these are your mats and layers for your photos. Yeah. For those sentiments that you want to go into your scrapbook.
The glow there is fantastic. You've got, they are just great for setting off a stamped image.
These are absolutely stunning that you've got 3 of each.
3 of each, 12 designs.
There you go. So it's 36 pages, 12 designs, total 190 GSM. So you've got the quality in there that you are looking at across the board. Not only do you get that, you've also then got that stencil, the iconic, it's sort of the Funky Fossil stencil that you've got in there.
It's a bit like the Ammonite, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely.
That we're looking at. But then you've also got those beautiful stamps. If I move that way, you can see all the stamps in all their glory that you are looking at across the board on this one. That sort of geometric design. Could be used for Christmas because you've got that stag.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I just think that it's the kind of artwork that is going to, back to the art journals at the beginning, is just going to be a really great focal point on any project. It's just going to be so eye-catching. We've had a question as well about whether our products are UK-only delivery. At the moment, we're not currently shipping to the EU, Funky Fossil that is. We'll be doing that in the new year, but as of this counter, that's not going to the EU, but it will anywhere else worldwide.
Australia,
America, Canada.
Anywhere other than the EU is what you've got.
And we're
on this
working
one.
on the EU. We will be back in business with the EU.
There you go. So if you are currently in the EU, get it sent to somebody else's house who's not, and then pick it up from there.
True.
Best way to do it.
Go around to Adam's.
You're more than welcome whenever you want. Decorations are now down, all back in the loft.
It's such a misery.
I did it yesterday. Molly left at 8 o'clock yesterday morning because she's gone on a cruise for New Year.
Lucky girl.
I know, tell me about it. So the minute she'd gone,
it's all
straight in the loft, everything was away by 10. 10:30, I'd cleaned and gutted the house again, and it was all back to the summer setup.
The summer setup.
The summer setup. I have a winter setup and a summer setup. So that is that one. I was going to ask, are we still £35 and over free delivery? Yes, we are. So if you spend over £35 today, which is, you're going to get a fair whack,
so
to be honest.
If you're a Highlight Crafts member, which you can just join or
register
as soon as you go onto the website to make your purchase for free, you get free postage over £35 and
10% off.
So
all the prices that we're telling you now, you can get a further 10% off as well, just by using your Highlight Crafts discount code. So it's worth having. It's worth doing because you've got some right old bargains that you've got in here. So that is one collection. So that is your shop free, £30. £24.96 is what you're saving. So you only really need to add another £5 onto this one for free delivery that you've got. So you may want to throw in those pastes as well, that we're going to come to in a minute. From free, should we go Entwined?
We shall. And this is a special little bundle I put together, which was part of...
Is this Entwined?
It is.
This is Entwined.
So some of the elements, the dies and the stamps were in one of our previous signature wallets. So they've not been made available for sale by themselves before.
Okay.
So it's the first time you can get hold of this A6 stamp set and these beautiful dies, which have kind of got that... almost like, I call them heart blooms. They've got the kind of hearts in them, but they also really make lovely foliage and those kind of filler in bits on your designs. They're great size dies. And then Sweetheart stencil, I just thought went well with that vibe. If you're thinking Valentine's, then perfect.
I was going to say, if you're going for the bundle of the red paste that we've got, that with that stencil and the dies that you're getting in there with those stamps would work really, really well.
Lovely. Kind of a nice fresh feel to it as well. And just, I mean, this, for example, this is the dies on a project, and also nice. I've got the stamp stamped out as well for you to see. I'll have a look for that while Adam continues talking.
So if you want to go for this one, it's shop Entwined is what you're looking at, £14. Show me.
So nice. There you go. So you've got your Entwined stamp, but I've just cut the flower out and laid it up. But it's a nice, it's slightly rustic feel to it, but it'd be great for weddings as well.
Yes, the wedding season coming up.
Perfect for weddings.
20% of the Entwined has already gone. What I also forgot to say at the start, because I got giddy, was once these go, obviously apart from the pastes and the brushes that we're going to come to, but everything else that you've seen so far, once they've gone, they've gone. Okay, so these updates that we're giving you, once they've gone, they have gone, and they've not just gone from today, they're going into retirement.
They are, because how old am I in January, Adam?
21.
Wrong answer, Adam. How old?
19? Do I go up or down? I'm scared at this point.
I know, it's always a very fraught question.
It really is.
But Funky Fossil will be 6 in January.
You will? I thought you meant you. I thought it was your birthday. I thought, this is dicey ground.
Do you know, they told me I'd get a professional if I came in on the 27th
Dean
of December.
Dean don't work Christmas.
I know. I got them. So yeah, so I'm 6. So therefore, we've got some amazing new products coming down the pipes for you in January, and I really just need to clear some space. So these are gone. Once these go, they are gone.
I was meant to say 33%, and I didn't because we were talking about age. But now 40% of the Entwined has already gone.
Wow.
I said when they've gone, they've gone. Let's quickly touch on that because we'll forget again. Your 6th birthday coming up in January.
Yes.
You've got brand new launches, not only here on the channel, you've also got them on your own socials as well.
I do. The month is jam-packed. So I've got lots of new products coming from the 8th of January. That'll be when the first release is, right the way through to the end of the month. So I've got shows on live shopping with Highlight, and I've got my own direct releases and launches as well. So it's going to be a really exciting start to 2025.
Where do we find those, your ones?
So you'll find them on Fun with Funky Fossil, which is our Facebook group, or our YouTube channel. It's Funky Fossil. So keep your eyes and ears tuned.
Keep them tuned because she's got stuff coming down the pipes, which I've never heard that saying before. I've got to do quiz question number 2. Things are coming down the pipes. I think it's the pipelines, is it not?
I think it might be.
Well, you know, with the slogans that's on your car at the moment.
I've got stuff in my pipes.
You've got stuff in your pipes, and you've got, I can't remember.
My rub-ons, you've got to try my rub-ons.
Try Sarah's rub-ons with stuff coming down her pipes. Now, question 2. So question was a pamper treat for your nails and hands is called a what? Question 2, jewellery worn around the neck is called a... So a jewellery worn around the neck is a... not a chain. What are they actually called?
Not a noose.
Not a noose. Well, you took that very dark, very quick, didn't you?
Sorry. Just looked at you.
Not a noose.
What do I like to put around Adam's neck?
I come up here for a bit of respite. That's all I do.
It is lucky we talk to each other.
Yeah, outside work. Yes, we do. So what do you call something that you put around your neck? A set of earrings normally, and a... what? New things coming down the pipes. So watch out for Funky Fossil's 6th birthday is what you've got on that. If you've not tried Sarah's rub-ons, yes indeed. From there, let's talk about the next set. Yes. Steam is where we go. Shop Steam, £18. Better than a half price saving is what you got on this one, because you're saving £18.97. Do we get all of this?
You do, and this is, I just think, a fabulous collection, because you've got everything you need to make a complete project, from your A5 stamp set, which has got fantastic steampunk style imagery under the sea. I particularly love that big whale with the kind of the boat on his back. I just think he's a really lovely character. But you've got your 8x8 paper pad, which is jam-packed again with fabulous textures, real kind of almost photorealistic textures. In fact, quite a few of them are taken from photos that Belinda, the designer, has taken herself. So some real textural feel to them, and the stencil as well.
That's nice.
So one is great.
Look at that. Using those as your little photo frames for the pictures that we saw earlier would work.
Your characters, and you've got a mix of the kind of the grungy, the tread plates, the metallics, but also you've got some blues and turquoises in there, which would work well with your under the sea characters. So this is a really unusual paper pad, because it is actually taken from real textures and rusts that Belinda enjoys taking photographs of.
Remember the word rusts that you've got on this one. 36 pages, 12 designs, 190 GSM as well. Yes. Uncoated, so we can stamp on top of these. That we're looking at. If you wanted to go for this one, you're shopping Steam. So Shop Steam, £18 is what you were looking at. I do like the stamps that you've got in here. Very Beatles, Yellow Submarine-esque, that sort of vibe that you've got.
Really kind of whimsical feel to them, haven't they? So you can imagine there's kind of stories that you can build with those images. But you know, I love it when you put a top hat on any animal. I always just think that's a really cool look. So the kind of the octopus with the top hat is my favourite.
I like a lot. That's so going to fall over. Shop Steam is what we're looking at for this one. Should we go Sunburst?
Indeed, it's a fantastic die set.
Let's talk die sets. Shop Sunburst is what you're looking at. £18. You say, no, you're not at all. £8 for your Sunburst. £8 for your Sunburst is what you are looking at on this one. Just before we get in to your £8 Sunburst, let me give you some updates because things are going, and I think they may sell out towards the end of the first hour.
Gosh.
We've only got about 70 minutes left is what we've got. I know, tell me about it. That you've got on this one. Just 70 minutes. So, Rainbow, which was all the way at the start, which feels like a lifetime ago. Your Rainbow, 30% of the stock has already gone. When it's gone, it has gone. Your Shop Turn, which was your cassette tapes, 40% of the stock has already gone. Your Entwined, this may be the first to go. That big Entwined set that you're looking at. So 2 sets of...
the A6 stamp set, the 2 dies and the stencil.
That's the one. That you've got 50% of Entwined now has already gone. If you want Entwined, it's £14, saving £14 and 99 pence. Remember as well, as this is sort of a little miniature sale show.
It's a big sale show.
Well, it's a big sale show. You've got an extra hour though.
I know.
Extra hour to check out your baskets. So check them out now. So they're guaranteed to be yours. Because I can't guarantee what stock is going to be here at the end. But you have got that sort of hour window from till 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock is the cut-off point, basically when I finish this little shift. So when I go, I'm closing all the baskets and I'm taking them with me.
Okay.
I'm going to put them in my car. We'll see you whizzing down the motorway. Try Sarah's rub-ons. Let's talk Sunbursts, because we started and then we didn't finish. I like this one. Do the petals fold up if I wanted them to?
They could absolutely do that because you've got, again, a design which can cut into your card, but also you can cut it out with the outline shape, or use the outline shape as a base in itself and make really big florals. And you've got that central disc which you can use to layer up in the middle, or use it as the centre for your solid base. I do have some cutouts, so I will be able to explain it in more detail later.
Oh,
but
I like it.
It makes a fabulous frame because that central circle that cuts out is a nice aperture size, but they make great kind of embellishments in their own right.
No, it is, and it's a nice size as well. 33% of the stock has already gone. Remember that. Once again, everything you've seen so far, when it's gone, it is gone that you've got. Talking about something that we've never seen before on their own. We've always seen them in other bundles that you've got on this one. So we've never seen it in the big bundle that you've got are these papers.
I know, this is a real treat. So for those of you that follow Funky Fossil, you know that we bring out, probably every couple of months, we brought out 6 signature wallets this year, which are miniature collections in a presentation wallets, and they always come with a set of papers that coordinate with that design. So for this bundle, I've taken all of those papers from throughout the year that have never been available separately by themselves and put them into a combined bundle. So you've got 5 sets of papers, 5x7, and a set of gorgeous black and white postcards.
Can we go slightly off piece and can we open these at demo? Are we allowed? Yeah, let's do it. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to say yeah.
Sam said we could. So
Sam says yeah. I just want to see them open because it's all right looking at the first page.
Yeah.
But if I was at home, I'd be like, well, they're going to put the good ones at the front.
The variety that you get.
Let's see what we get in.
I mean, I particularly love the black and white postcards. They're a postcard weight. They're kind of 350 GSM, so they're real card stock. But you've got these kind of really fantastic images that I think add a rub-on to them. I know it's my kind of catchphrase in life, but add a coloured element. Colour an element in. You colour the pier with your watercolours or your pencils and create that kind of, where you get those tinted black and white photos with a bit of coloured imagery. You've got your champagne glasses there, perfect for your weddings. I love this cave one. Again, you can make that a really kind of atmospheric design. I love this Ferris wheel. Again, put some balloon images on it. Happy birthday.
I'm just thinking these in a frame.
I know, they're
just
in
a frame
perfect.
on their own to gift.
One I particularly love with this, with the tulips, who come into that time of year, is just colour that one tulip,
Yes,
and it really pops
that'd
out
be nice.
off the front of the design. And then again, another perfect one for weddings. So you get 16, you get 2 of each of those designs. That one was at the front, wasn't it? So 2 of the 16 of the postcards alone. I love that satisfying thud as they hit glass mat.
So is this paper, shop paper, 5 by 7 paper bundle that you've got? This is just for 80% of this. 80% of the stock has already gone. £12 is what you're looking at for this. This may be our first sellout.
Basically, if you've been looking at the paper pads as we've flicked through them to stay on the counter, then you're getting effectively the quality of our paper pads in a 5 by 7 format in a theme. So we had our rustic romance. You can see that beautiful kind of vintagey style, perfect with the entwined.
Yes, with the hearts from the other set that you've got.
That same signature wallet at the time. Then we've got our succulents here, they're beautiful kind of, again, these are going to see you all year round because we brought them out at different seasons. So you've got something slightly more summery and tropical, that one.
All gone.
Oh.
Well, there you go. There goes that demo. Sold out. If you've got them in your basket, you now need to check your baskets out. If you've got them in there, they are now a technical
really good deal.
sellout. Well done. 12. Well, I'm not even giving you the details because they've sold out. Just while we meander back down here, Brian says,
hey, Brian.
I can't remember the question though that I asked. It's the answer that you've got on this one. He just says, we know boss so busy, Adam. We are lucky us that has a Christmas. Laugh out loud.
Brian is on my DT, and he had the cheek to take Christmas Day off, but he's back to make samples now.
We are lucky us DT have Christmas.
Yeah.
I now get it. I thought there was just a few words missing.
With all the new product in my pipes for January, Brian's got it all, and he's got to get some samples made.
Come on, Brian. You haven't got time to watch this.
I know what you're doing, Brian.
Come on.
Messaging in.
Sarah's busy enough. She's got this. She's got busy.
You should have stamped an image out at the time it took you to type that.
Well, you could have done. You've got busy pipes.
I do.
Your pipes. Wow.
And I tell you what, there's some great rub-ons coming in January as well.
If you didn't know, Sarah's got the best rub-ons in town. Yes, you heard it here first, kids. You heard it here first. And Ali says, you are both making me laugh so much this morning.
Oh, and Ali's on the DT as well. So what are you doing, Ali?
This is awkward, isn't it? Emailing the boss. Is it a good thing, though, because they're watching for support? Or is it a bad thing that really they're not making you samples for the stuff that's in your pipes?
As long as they don't start heckling me, then that's okay.
Well, it's fine. They're filtered, so we're fine. We don't get to see those ones. Yeah, it's like old times again. We only get to read the nice ones.
Nice people.
Yeah. Before I read everything. I burnt the green jacket that I once wore here.
Oh,
they don't like that
I
one.
was here on your green jacket day.
Yeah, that's now gone.
I didn't think you looked like a workman.
Well, Steph did. So did Diane.
He's never done a hard day's work in his life.
I used to be a bricklayer.
No way.
What, a scaffolder?
No way.
I take it back
How long
slightly.
did that last?
4 hours. 4 hours, and I left.
Really?
Yeah, it weren't for me. It was cold.
Goodness me! You just obviously didn't have the right jacket.
I could get the pipes on my shoulder. I could have. Let's not go there. So not go there. With papers sold out, so that's gone. Now, next bundle.
Yes.
£25. You're saving £18.94. Okay, which is phenomenal. For £25 though, you are going to get, and I think it's the first time I've ever bought you a bundle like this in all the years I've been doing it.
Fab deal.
You are going to get a beautiful layering stencil, which we'll show you shortly. You're going to get your palette knife, but it's this bundle. Never been in this configuration before.
Absolutely. So we've got 5. The reason I put this bundle together, the 5 of our beautiful Stella paste, is to me it had a kind of pretty, slightly soft, almost spring-like vibe to it. So I was just starting to think, we're thinking about that kind of turn into the seasons. You've got your lovely pinks, your beautiful greens, that kind of pastely bluey turquoise, purple and silver. So I just think it's going to be perfect for all those kind of florals and designs that are going to take you into that spring and Easter. But I wanted to combine it with our graceful stencil because for me, this is one of my favourite stencils because of how elegant the gown is and the fact you can add just that touch of sparkle to the base of the gown with the element that layers up, which I'll do as my first demo.
Loving this bundle. This bundle won't be back as this bundle again. Once this sells out, this bundle won't be back because normally the pastes come in their own little families, don't they? I've told them before, in their own little family bundles.
Yeah. And but I'm at a point now where I particularly I'm liking to theme them and give people a sense of if you've got a kind of wintry, would do cool
They all
tones.
work together. That's nice.
So yeah, it's a really pretty.
But you've also got, there's your Christmas for next year sorted, your reds and your greens. You've got your party season, your New Year season coming in there as well. There is so much you could do. We've worked with, I think, with all of the stencils that we've shown you so far in the last couple of hours that we've got. Well, the last hour.
It's not been that long, though.
It's been an hour.
A couple of hours.
We've got an hour to go. It's flown by.
Highlight of your Christmas here.
I'm loving it. Loving it. Got me out of the house. It's the first time I've talked.
I know, we can tell.
Is it? Oh. I've seen 2 pantos though.
I saw you saw one. I didn't realise you went to see
I went to 2. I went to see the one in Norwich on opening day.
Right.
I wouldn't go back to the opening night. I'd let them have a run.
Oh, get warmed up.
Get them
a
warmed
bit like
up.
this, really.
Yeah, I'd let them have a little run at it. And then I went to see Alison Hammond.
That's the one I saw.
At the Birmingham Hippodrome.
And that was good.
That was good. I think that's what I might do next year.
What was the actual panto?
Captain Hook, Peter Pan. She was a mermaid. I had to work it back. 40% of the pan. Yeah, she was a mermaid in it. It was Peter Pan. I think I might do panto next year if I'm still unemployed.
What, actually do it?
Yeah. I don't know how and I don't know where.
Oh, no, you won't.
Okay, thanks. Boost of confidence. So, kick a man when he's down.
It's years since I've been to panto. That was right, wasn't it?
You could come. We could invite everyone.
We could do a crafting
panto.
With rub-ons.
With your rub-ons. You could be like Widow Twanky with her rub-ons.
Oh, I see. I don't get to be like...
What would you want to be if you were in panto? If you could be any character in panto land?
Oh, I don't know. I really like the Ugly Sisters. I always think they were like
Ugly Sisters.
Yeah.
Lining up the jokes.
No makeup required.
Sam, if you could be anything in panto? I'll let you all think. I'll have a think. I'll have a little think, and we'll get back.
Maybe that could be another question.
Yeah. What would you put the team as?
Yes.
Let's go with the highlight team. So everyone, you know, from the highlight, this could really end my day.
It could.
This could go terribly wrong.
It could.
Where would you put David, Mel, Amanda?
In the one panto.
Well, it could be any panto. If we're going to do pantos, where do you see them as? Now, do we bring Steph into this, or do we leave Steph out of it?
I think Steph needs to be in this.
Oh. If we're all going to do panto, where would you put them all?
You started it.
So you've got David, Steph, Mel, Amanda, Hannah, yes, and all the other crew, all the team. Where would you put them all? We may not read these out. 50% of the paste has already gone.
Oh wow! Thank you, everyone.
50% of the paste has already gone, and that's your first demo.
It is.
We better crack on.
We're nearly there now.
We are nearly there. We've got 2 more things to go, and you've seen everything, and then we'll do some demos, or we could go around it again. That's another hour, and we're done. Yeah. All home for a picky tea. You got this. Last but not least, the penultimate is your birds and your trees.
It is. Well, the birdiful. The little bird tree.
Birdiful.
Well, the stencil's called Birdiful.
I like it.
The little bird tree die. I love this because it is a really quirky die, a fantastic kind of scene builder. But all the leaves are kind of built up from little birds all kind of falling off the branches. So I think it's one which, if you use it as a silhouette, it looks really striking. But you can colour it and make it really playful on your designs too. So, and of course, then the bird stencil felt to me like a lovely combination.
I like these. That would look nice on fabric.
Oh, yeah, so you're not paying any attention.
I am. I was also reading the comments of what people would want to see. Everyone was hilarious that you've got in here. It would look beautiful just on fabric. As you say, on a pencil case or on a makeup case, especially for a wedding and stuff, because they're sort of in a line, so you could use them as a border.
Yeah, and they're a nice size. I mean, just easy enough to mask off if you just want to use a few of them or to fade out. But I think the bird silhouettes themselves are really kind of all-purpose. It's a good worker stencil that'll work with lots of your scenes. That's
the one as well. I know they've now sold out, but with the black and white images that you had, or any black and white stamp that you've got, or any black and white image, you could take it yourself on your phone.
Yes.
Pylons, things like that.
Yeah.
But this could be your hint of
could add-
colour.
yeah, yeah.
Everything's black and white. That's your hint
Yeah,
of colour. Just that one
absolutely.
bird.
That one image is the kind of the colourful.
I like this. You are liking it too. Little bird tree dye and birdiful. Who used to say that? Beautiful.
Oh, it was the man with the turkeys.
Bernard Manning.
That's right.
Is it Bernard Manning?
No.
Or is that the rude? Is that the man that?
Or was that the,
Is that the rude man that we shouldn't have mentioned? 60% of this has already gone. But it's beautiful.
beautiful.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, let us
Bernard
know.
Matthews.
Bernard Matthews.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the other one. No. Bernard Matthews. You've got on that one bird or birdie. It's up to you. Go bird, it's shorter. £10 is what you're looking at on this shorter. See, I've gone beautiful now. Oh, beautiful. It's gone shorter. £10 is all you're looking for. Little bird dye and the beautiful stencil that you've got on this one. Let's talk brushes, and then I'll do these while we're demoing, because some of these are hilarious that you've got. The question I've asked is who with the highlight team would you put in Panto? What role would they play? Do we get both of these?
You do. It's an amazing deal.
What, a two-pack?
It is, yes.
A two-pack for £16?
Like the classic wrapper, it's a two-pack. Yes, absolutely. So I wanted to give you a bit of a Christmas treat from Funky Fossil, and for me these are your essential tools, and so I want you to be able to stock up for the year ahead and all that crafting you're going to do. Yeah, 2 for £16 is an amazing deal because they're normally £12.99 each.
Are they?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. So you might as well get a few. Get a few on that one. What would that be? 20. That would take you over the £35 mark.
Yes. No, it wouldn't.
Wouldn't it?
2 of 16 is 32, isn't it?
6 is 12, 1, 30. Yeah. No, 34. It's only be £1.
No, it's 32.
Throw something else in. Throw the birds in. Throw the birds in, an anchor, an oak tree, a tern. It's up to you. Whatever you want to throw in.
Why don't you ask another quiz question, Adam?
Let's ask another quiz question. Is that what the board says? Let's do it. Where have I put them? Here they are.
No, it was just me trying to get you off your
Well
appalling
done.
math.
So, question 1 was a pamper treat for the nails and the hands. It's called a what? Jewellery worn around the neck is a what? Also famous in Dick Whittington because they lose it, and that's what Dick gets.
Oh, really?
He puts it in his little knapsack.
I'm not sure what the plot of that is.
Yeah, Dick Whittington goes to London and then he gets classed as a thief.
Oh.
Because he steals Fitzwarrant's thing. Anyway, I digress. Corrosion, here we go. Corrosion on some metals is also known as... What?
That's quite a technical question.
It is. We've got a technical audience.
We're a bit rusty. Oh. With the old
I used to
quiz.
like her.
Yes,
Rusty Lee. Bless her. Bless her. So what's it called? If you haven't got it by now, come on, please. You'll get the other two as well. Oh, it's about oak trees later on in this hour.
You have to work hard to follow Adam's.
Yeah, you do. Well, it's not me that writes them. Don't be blaming me for the quiz questions. I just get given them. Right, let's do a demo.
Yes, and let's have a look at this beautiful layered stencil that goes with the bundle of Stella Paste. Because what I've done ahead of time is, so you've got 2 layers here, and I've already inked through that base, which is the gown. So you can imagine the size of this and the fact it's a nice open space. You could stamp into it, you could use other stencil patterns.
95% of the stock has gone. Sorry, I was told, my board said show now before they go.
Get off.
I'm just doing what I'm told.
That would be a first. So, so you could use stencil patterns or stamps into that space if you wanted to, but you've got that lovely, lovely open gown there. So that's the base layer. I've already added the ink to it. What I've done on the second layer is separate out the parts of this that will both embellish your dress but also create the figure. So you can see here, hopefully Sam, you can see the body and the hair. So I've separated the wig out from the main outfit. So I've added that here, and then because when you're using your blending brushes and you're using the smaller of the brushes, then it's really, really easy just to be able to ink through those individual elements. And that's how I built this particular figure. But of course, we want to add a little bit of bling to it, don't we? So I've got one I've done already and cut out. You can see here. Obviously, it chose a different hair colour, but I used our silver flash on the base of that kind of turquoise dress. So we've got a pink dress here.
I'm seeing if you do 2 of the dresses, sort of side by side and turn one, butterfly wings.
Oh, yeah, true. Do you mean like this?
Yes.
Because, of course, you can...
Yeah.
Or it could be a big bow.
Or a big bow,
Yeah.
which would work with the rope.
Yeah.
And that looks stunning as a bow.
It would be, wouldn't it? Because it would be a really nice, big, dramatic
Beautiful
one.
as a bow.
So you can see here at the base of the dress, I have put this kind of embellished design. I haven't put any kind of registration marks to line it up because you can see really easily how it fits into that shape. So we've got that there later, and now my dilemma is, I think I'm going to use some silver again.
Well, just while you do that and open that lid,
yeah,
I've got a rundown to do.
Oh, okay.
Which I hate doing because I know we want to do demo time, but brushes, 50% of the stock have gone.
Oh, wow.
Of the twin pack of brushes. The paste bundle with the stencil that we're using now, 60% of the stock has gone. 60%, we've got 50 minutes left of this live hour. That's a 2-hour special for Funky Fossil. Get it while you can. Get it because there is new stuff coming. It's the 6th birthday coming up in January. Now is the time to get these deals while you've got them, okay? So 60% of that paste has already gone.
So I thought, in terms of a spring colour combo, should we go with that lovely green on top of it? How nice is that, bright meadow? So, though I do really love the silver flash, because these are the 2 of the newest colours.
Oh, look at that.
That's a real kind of solid sterling silver.
Can we do these on the edge of faux flowers and stuff like that?
Absolutely. I mean, you could use them with the paintbrush and embellish images. Nice. Say, for example, on your black and white postcards, well, they sold it, haven't they? But you could use the Stella paste to add glittery highlights to those images as well. So we'll just run this through. So you see, I've kept the elements with the kind of the main body of the figure well enough away that you don't need to worry about particularly kind of masking or separating the elements off there. And I've been very generous with the amount of paste I've added on. But you can see again, it's a nice consistency. We often say this when I come and do the shows. It's a lovely consistency paste. So it'll give you that nice dimension. You can see that real kind of drama on the dress there. So it looks like now like it's bejeweled with that lovely.
Once again, paste. Using a slight bit of that stencil, a champagne glass stamp would look like bubbles and fizz.
Yes, yeah.
And just from the same bit that you've got on there that we're looking at. So it's worth having, there's so much uses. Don't see a stencil for a stencil. There's so much more in this one.
Exactly. And to say, that's why I was saying, emphasising about that base of the dress. You could use other stencil patterns or designs.
Or your papers.
And yeah, exactly. You could. It's a really easy shape to cut out, put it over a pattern paper, and you can have make your own fabric.
I know the papers have sold out now, but we've got other paper pads on the show, which would work just as well. Stunning.
But I say often within that same bundle, choose the colour of your dress, choose your paste. Of course, you don't need to use the paste on this specifically. You could use a different coloured ink over the top, but the paste is designed to give you that extra special element. So it could be a prom dress, party dress, any wedding dress, anything of that kind. So I was going to show how nice it looked over our lovely papers, but that's a bit of a waste of time now, isn't it?
But we could do the paper pad though. Any paper pads that would work?
They're a bit more gritty, I think, the paper pads.
A bit grungy dress, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but you say.
But that works.
Over a lovely patterned paper, she's going to stand out. It's a nice size. And again, really easy to cut out once you've stenciled it. So if you want to use it as an embellishment on top of a project, then you can cut it out and use it that way. A little sentiment on a little bit of white card, edged in that green once again, would really work well. Yes. That's a ready-made card done. Yeah, and super easy. And of course, when you've got your stencil out, as I always say, ink through several of them, and then you can always add your own embellishments when you want to complete your project. Nice wedding card. You could also make cards out of them on their own by giving them little backs and giving them little stands card,
that you've got.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Should we set up for another? Are we doing another demo now? Yeah, we'll do another demo. Shall I do some panto answers? I asked you who would the Highlight Crafts team be if they were in panto. Just before I asked that, though, Ali's been making samples. She's making samples on your design team.
Well done, Ali.
She did have Christmas Day off, though. Can't get staff.
Can't get people these days.
I'd get rid of her.
Commitment.
Get rid of her. Bin her off. We'll do it now live. Yeah. That's it. Send it everything you've got. Send back.
Game over, Ali.
Game over. You should have worked yesterday. I'm joking, by the way.
Oh, she did work yesterday. Yesterday's Boxing Day.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you better have been working yesterday or you really are in trouble.
Oh, yeah. So lovely to listen to the banter again.
Oh.
This is not banter, she just genuinely dislikes me. You've got on that one. Terry Kim, then we talked about Panto, said, oh yes, he will. Adam would be brilliant in Panto. I used to do Panto.
Word. I'm sure, yes, you must have done.
I played Prince Charming twice at Centre Parks.
That was a bit of a...
I know, I went straight in at Prince Charming.
Yeah, a real kind of...
Got the girl and everything.
Out of character.
Yeah, I know. And then I played Twanky.
Yeah, that's more where
I did like Twanky because I didn't have to learn a script.
Oh, what did you do?
Long as I got the gist. I could go off on my own. I could go off on my own tangent. Long as I had the feed line at the end.
You don't always get the gist, though.
No, I don't, to be honest. Elspeth says Sarah would be a fab buttons.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you'd make a good buttons. Julia says, oh, please, can you do a craft-themed pantomime? It would be hilarious, but it would have to be after the watershed, I think. Well, I don't know. You've seen some of the things on this show. Elspeth also says Steph would definitely be fairy godmother.
Oh, of course,
I can see that coming down from a moon.
Yes.
That would work.
A dress made of tattered lace.
Oh, you've got this, eh? Jane says Steph as fairy godmother. Sarah says David could be Buttons. Steph or Mel could be fairy godmother. Terry Kim comes back and just says Alice in Wonderland. I think she's just throwing stuff in there. Nicola says definitely Cinderella would fit you all.
Yeah.
There's a joke there, but it's too early. Sarah says Dean could play Prince Charming. Come on. He could play Baron Hardup, who's only in it for the first 10 minutes. If you know Dean like we do. Walks on, says his line, walks off, gets in his car and goes. I don't know. Or he could play the mirror in Snow White, Dean could. Then he didn't have to be there at all. He could pre-record it and he ain't got to be there. Lou says David could play Prince Charming with that perfect clip-on quiff.
Yeah, I know.
It's clip-on. Do you know it's not real? He buys them. That's why he goes to Turkey. They say it's for paints and stuff. He goes to check out the quiffs.
Do you get a quiff?
Different.
Refurb?
Yeah. And he takes Mel just to hold them. It takes a whole entourage of people just for David's quiff.
Oh, but it is perfection.
Because it's not real. David, Prince Charming. Lou says David could be Peter Pan and Andrew could be John Darling from Peter Pan. The old boy in the top hat.
Yeah, but
Darlings.
Is he quite grumpy?
No, John Darling's quite energetic.
No, that's not Andrew.
Oh, okay. Elspeth come back and said Adam could be Jack in the Beanstalk.
Jack and the Beanstalk.
I don't know. Once again, so many jokes, so little time. Christine says Steph could be fairy godmother. Sarah could be Buttons. Adam and Dean ugly sisters, and Hannah Cinderella.
Yes,
Hannah would be a good Cinderella.
She would be.
Hannah would be a good Cinderella. Hannah as Sleeping Beauty. Mel as Little Red Riding Hood.
That would be a good gig, wouldn't it?
Mel as Little Mermaid with a red hair.
Oh, true.
Yes. Amanda could be Snow White.
Oh, yeah.
I can see Amanda as Cinderella with attitude. Okay. Remember, these are not me. I'm just reading what I'm given. Jane, Adam would definitely be Buttons. There you go.
There's a project for you for 2025.
I know people that can do panto. Sunburst, 50% of the stock has gone and 80% of the pastes have gone as well.
You're still in touch with Scott?
Yes.
He does
panto this year. He's up north. What are you doing?
Oh, sorry. Having a lovely time.
Having a lovely time.
Just a lovely time. So what I've got here, in my rainbow journal that we had at the beginning of the show.
Shop Rainbow, yeah.
I did exactly what I was describing previously. I pulled the page out from further back in the journal, trimmed it down, and I used that in the cloud stencil just to create that cloudy background. You could use your pattern papers, etc. Then I used our rainbow die, the large die. Oops, that's not it. There we go. Cut it out of the paper that I stenciled to create the aperture. And you can see I'm now just piecing back in the image because I want to add my rays of colour into that rainbow. So it's a really nice way of having you could equally back this onto acetate and have and use alcohol inks on
Nice.
it to create your rainbow effect. So I create almost like a sun catcher style design. But then
Be a nice shaker.
yeah, well, I had done a shaker demo. I didn't want to treat you to. It was too good a demo for this particular show.
Okay, save it for when David's on. Let's keep on
Yeah,
quick.
exactly. Yeah, well, I like to impress David. But I can add. You have acetate there, and of course these are your solid spaces where you've got your clouds, where you can then attach the two together.
It's not real. Look at it. Look at him in that photo. Look at it. Look at it in that photo. That whole top bit. Look. He's a full-on. You can see the join. That's why he's gone back to Turkey. It's why he went back. They say cadence. Nah.
He's just got
People say turkey teeth. David just had a.
He's got to refurb that quiff.
You want to see his Elvis one?
Well, that'd be quite handy if they were clip-on, wouldn't they? Because you could have them.
Well, they are. That's what he does them for.
Oh, I believe most things. You've got me many times.
What was the best one that I got you on? And you thought, and I had to come and tell you at the fair. I was like, you do know this is not true.
When you told me that you were a national skateboarding champion in
Or
1982.
a baton twiddler, wasn't I?
Well, I still think that one is true.
I was baton twiddling champion, 1947, up in Grimsby.
And I was like, oh, that's amazing. And you're like, I wasn't born then.
I got Dawn Bibby as well. I told Dawn Bibby I got a silver medal in the Olympics.
What for?
I don't know. I made it up. She has to see it.
Oh, so look how beautiful that looks.
That's stunning.
So, I mean, I'm not going to adhere in, but you can see how that design will just really pops now off the page. And of course, then you've got all your little cutout, your hearts. I won't piece all those back in while we're
Nice newborn baby card.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really nice newborn baby card.
Yeah, and you just or even any kind of baby birthday card, first birthday, etc.
Or is it the loss of an animal?
Yeah, the Rainbow Bridge. So say again, you could either use all these lovely little hearts, the heart fetti that comes out of this die, and because you cut it repeatedly in these different colours to create your rays, then you could use it as embellishments down the page, or you say you could paper piece your hearts back into here to give it really lots of colour. And then all you need to do is, because we've got these wonderful words that are also in that set, so you've got rainbow here, you've got your solid base for rainbow to make it stand out. Then you could just colour that with your alcohol markers or your inks, so that's going to stand out. And then you've got a lovely journal page, just really simple. You could put some journaling underneath about brighter days ahead, etc. But really, really easy to do. And that's a nice, great focal point.
It would also make, especially if you're going for the journal, your Shop Rainbow journal, you could do these as side tabs in the different colours. So you could have pink, orange, green and blue, so you know where your work is.
Yes,
so it's like a full solid rainbow
Yeah.
of one colour, but you use it as a tab. Do it a couple of times.
Lovely, lovely. Yeah.
Because you know, or in a diary or something like
Yes,
that.
yes, create that kind
Create
of...
that colour that you've got.
that colour theme.
Sunburst die set all the way down there. 60% of that has gone.
All the way down there, is that too far for you to
It's
go?
a long
Or
old
something?
walk. I've got a cute angina. I could go at any time.
Well, you could go and just have a look at that while I get out my Sunburst demo.
Off we pop all the way down here. Sunburst is all the way over there for you to look at. This is really busy. This may go. There's a few things that are teetering on the edge this hour. The paste,
Including me.
Well, it's the pipes. You need to go and get them looked at. You need to go and get the pipes looked at. Teetering on the edge. Your pastes are teetering as well that you've got in these ones. The rainbow is also teetering. This is the time you need to check out your baskets. You have got an hour's saving grace at the end of this hour when I'm on between 1 and 2. 2 o'clock the baskets will close. You've got 37 minutes though of this 2-hour special. Where's that time gone?
I know.
We've got 37 minutes left. Shall I do another question? You add, remember all these need to be separate answers and you will win something that Sarah's made over the course of the 2 hours. A pampered treat yourself for your nails and your hands is called a what? Type it in, press enter. Jewellery worn around the neck is a what? Corrosion on a metal is also known as oak trees shed their leaves in, well, are meant to shed their leaves in with the weather we get and the winds. I meant to shed the leaves in Sheffield. Yeah, it could be. It could be Sheffield.
It's a very, very open-ended question.
Well, it is, isn't it? Oak trees shed.
What time of the year?
What time of year do oak trees shed their leaves? Not to where? Weymouth?
Yeah. We could. I mean, anywhere in the world could be a right answer, couldn't it?
Well, it could be. Should we give you multiple choice for this one? Summer, spring, autumn, winter. Take your pick. Not geographic.
I'm sorry, I was being very pedantic there.
No, it's true though. Where the autumn oak trees shed their leaves in Great Yarmouth.
I've never been to Great Yarmouth. I just want to show you the fabulous.
You're not missing much.
Fabulous versatility of this.
I like this one.
Sunburst
This is my favourite.
die set. So, as I was saying to you before, you've got your three dies here. So you've got your element with all this fantastic, also slightly Aztec vibe to it, hasn't it? That can cut into your card blank. So you can have a fabulous overlay with your aperture there. You could obviously make that a shaker card. You could have that laid up for extra drama. But then equally, you've got your outside cutting die, which will then give you this shape when cut out. So that outer edge is going to give you the complete image if you want to use that as the embellishment rather than as the full card front. Equally, that outer cutting die will just cut you a solid base, which is where you were saying about kind of petals and making almost kind of a flower image. Because the third part of this die set is a fabulous disc that goes in the centre of the main aperture, but also is a great embellishment in its own right. So if you cut it out and backed it with a contrasting card, you could be making fantastic kind of flower images or embellishments just with the base and the disc itself. So, and actually, I had a right old play with these as I was prepping this demo, because it's been ages since I've been able to get this style. You know, when you get back to kind of older designs, you're like, oh, it's really cool.
Yeah.
I was thinking, I could have used these for kind of Christmas ornaments and baubles.
They would be
So
nice. Yes.
again, there's lots of ways you can just use the circular element in its own right. And that's kind of what I'm going to just do in this very quick card, just to show you how those elements have come together to create an image. So I've got a DL size card front here, and I've already die cut, as I've shown you with that outer edge, the Sunburst in white, because I'm really liking that kind of white on white at the moment. And the reason it's kind of stuck on in that way is I was thinking, right, I've got 3 of these discs in different colours, so you can see how beautifully that sits in the middle there. They just have those 3 discs kind of going down the front of the card, really kind of contemporary look to it, but with the white lace element sitting behind it. And you get just a sentiment maybe kind of in the middle there. You've got big birthday wishes. And I think that looks really, really striking. You know, in your blacks and golds has a real kind of drama to it, but if you use it in these contemporary colours, and because I was cutting so many of them out, obviously I had the 2 different contrasting colourways, then I've got lots of these to play with.
85% of this has now gone. 85% of the stock has already gone on the Sunburst.
So I just think, yeah, that's really as much as I was going to do with that. I won't do any fancy inking. That is a card made entirely just with that die set, with a bit of coloured cardstock and just a simple sentiment. So,
would it work as a stencil?
It absolutely would, yeah. Yeah, should we try it? So I can ink through
here
that,
we go.
can't I? So
going off piece. Right, and just while we sit at that, because I have put you on the spot. I was just looking at going,
no,
because then you get the disc in the middle, and then you get all that glitter going through. Right, updates time. Rainbow. To shop Rainbow, 40% of the stock has already gone. So 40% of the notepad and the stencil. Shop Turn that you've got on here, which was our mixtape, 50% of the stock has already gone. Shop Oak, 30% of the stock has already gone with our oak beautiful stamp set that you've got in there. Shop Rope, which was the embossing folder and the rope ring, 40% of that stock has already gone. And Entwined, 60% of your Entwined now has gone. We are very, very busy. You've got 32 minutes to check out your baskets. Or you may lose it. You have got another hour at the end of this to check out your baskets, but I don't want you to lose anything. Because once all these have gone,
allocated, it's no longer
this is going into retirement. Apart from the brushes, and apart from the pastes.
Apart from me.
And apart from, you're going nowhere. Nowhere
I'm only
yet.
6, I'm too young for retirement, isn't
Well,
it?
this is true. 6th birthday coming up in January, big birthdays.
Yeah.
Loads of new stuff on here,
Yeah.
and also on your own socials as well.
I'm super. I mean, Christmas is always a lovely time, but I always get very giddy looking ahead to the January because it's normally it's always our birthday month. So yeah, and I'm bringing new products to you. So last January, Stella Pacer were launched in January. That was the kind of the headliner product for the year for us. It was a bit of a departure, and I've got a different new product coming this January, which will be a bit.
So the Stella Pacer only a year old?
Yes, yeah, it was last January that I launched them, or this January that I launched them. Yeah. I know, they've been so popular.
They really have. Yeah. I thought they'd been around. You know, one of these staples that you have in.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought they'd been around for a lot longer.
I initially ordered them because it was still a relatively small brand, and it's always a risk when you invest in something like that.
Yeah, we spoke about this before.
Yeah, I mean, I've had to restock several times, so I've been very, very grateful for how popular it's been.
So the Stella Pacer are staying, but the bundle, the configuration that you see at the moment, so all the colourways that we have, they won't be in that configuration again for a very long time because there is new stuff on the horizon. If you want to get the Stella Pastes, so pretty, that you've got on this one. Let's give you a quick rundown of everything and then we'll do this one. So, if you want to go for your A5 art journal and your rainbow die set, it's Shop Rainbow. £12 is what you're looking at for this one, saving of £13.98. From there, Shop Trail, which is your badger set and your pad that you've got on this one, which is absolutely beautiful. £15, £15.98 is what you're saving on this. It's your A5 Badger Trail stamp set and your Forever Falls 8x8 paper pad as well. What do you like about it?
That combo?
No, just in life in general. What do you like about life? No, about this bundle. just this bundle.
Narrow it down. That has been one of my favourite paper pads ever, but equally for me those stamp images, they're just stunning. Honestly,
I do like
the artwork there. I mean, the way that you've got all of that detail in all of the leaves, the sycamore helicopter. It's just.
I like it. There's so much in it. There's so much in it.
It is. I mean, for me, those particular leaves, I just think you could colour those in and use them. Forget the badger in his own right, and he's of course the focal point of the set.
From there, we go to your turn, your A5. Turn it up, your rub-ons, and we know Sarah's good at her rub-ons, and your mixtape sets as well. £12 is what you're looking to shop. Turn is what you've got on there, and they are amazing rub-ons.
They are, and again, we've got a great mix in this collection of rub-ons in terms of some of them are large enough to be a focal point. So you could cut out the individual guitars there, or use that as a row. This again, remember these are A5 in size, the sheets. So those vinyls make a great kind of central panel on the card, just in their own right. The cassette tape. So you've got lots of embellishment elements, but actually you've got some really big kind of focal images as well, which I think are just because they give you that seamless printed look on your projects, really makes them look professional.
Have a little, especially coming up to the summer as well, with festivals on the horizon and things like that. Start personalising your stuff. Shop Turn is what you're looking at. £12 is what you're paying on that one. £13.98 is what you're saving. From there, we go to Shop Oak. This is your embossing folder. You look at it and you go, oh, I don't know what to do. When you actually see it done out, is that the same one as well?
It is, and this, and again on the metallics.
These look completely different. But it's the same embossing folder.
We had one of my lovely friends and customers, Julie. She made 100 cards for charity using that embossing folder because she's saying you could run it through and then just add it on different cardstock with a different ink.
But then, once again, it looks completely different on there.
You know, again here, of course, not Christmas related, but just with your metallic gilding waxes, really has a bit of a depth and drama to it. Oh, and going back to the badger trails. Look at this. This is from Brian. So hopefully he's not watching now. He'll be back to work. But he's used the sycamore helicopter there to make the flowers.
Well done, clever. Brian. Take 5 minutes off.
Yeah, when he puts his mind to it, he can make some great samples.
Well, there you go, Brian. You've got to put your mind to it. If I was you, stop watching the YouTube and get back to those samples. This birthday's not going to make itself. Exactly. She's busy. She's busy with the pipes. From there, did we do rope? Have we done rope? Shop rope? No, we've not done rope. Let's shop rope. Then £14 is what you're looking at. A saving of £12.98 is what you're looking at with one. I like this one. I like the dye in this one because I think it
Yes.
lends itself to giving you a staple of something to anchor everything to.
Exactly, and I very purposely designed this so that it would be a large aperture or a frame, so it gives you lots of opportunity to build scenes inside it, or create your kind of shaped bases. So you can see there, obviously that's the element that. Sorry, I'm not tall enough for this. For this gig.
I'm not tall enough for this job. I need to be taller.
You've got the elements that cut in, it's the pipes. And then you get your two separate dies on the other side. So that you could cut an aperture into your base, or you can cut the whole thing out.
We're doing so well.
I know, I'm sorry. I shouldn't try to pick up a product. It's not my job description,
120 minutes.
Put it
We've
down,
only got
yeah.
25 minutes left. We were doing so well. Shop rope is what you're going with on this one. Shop rope. From shop rope, sticking with that theme, let's shop anchor that we've got on here. You have to be so careful.
I could see what you were
careful. The old school tattoos, sailors.
Yeah, exactly. And the detail that Belinda's got into these images means that they've got that authentic retro vibe to them, but they're also, you add bright colours to them, and they're really distinctive, a really unusual focal point on your project. So obviously I'm not sure where my sailor's gone. I did have my sailor. I've become very attached to my sailor.
Have you?
Here he is.
Here he is.
So that's with the unravelled embossing folder from the previous bundle with the rope frame dies. So you can see how all of that works so beautifully together. So use it as simply as the line art. Add those rich reds, golds and navies that kind of came with that style of tattoo art, and you get a completely different look.
I like this. Because the thing, you don't need to add the colour if you don't want to. All the stamps do all the work for you, which I absolutely love. Shop anchor is what you're looking at on this one. Should we shop free? Yeah, this one's still here, isn't it? Shop free, let's go wild and free is what we're looking at. So shop free, £30. This is a massive kit though.
It is. For that price, which is less than the cost of the two stamp sets, you get so much crafting potential here with that kind of really geometric, stylised artwork, which I think, again, for so many different occasions or recipients, it's just going to be classic and timeless.
No, go on.
No, go on, you say something.
Okay, if you want me to. You say something. I've spoke a lot. It's your turn. Shop Entwined is what you're looking at for this one, £14. Saving of £14.99. So that's the cost of...
Well, that's more than the cost of the paper pad you're saving. So you're getting the paper pad for free with that one, and some.
And I was going to say £14.99, but that's a bundle and a half. That is the right bundle I'm talking about, isn't it?
It's £30.
Oh, £30. Sorry, I'm Entwined. So, we're going shop free.
Yeah,
I'm up one.
The saving is £24.96.
I'll get this one day. I'll get it one day. Shop free is what you're looking at on this one. £30 is what you're spending, which you're saving £24.96, which is a massive saving when you really break it down to what you're getting on here. And it's something you're going to use again and again and again. Shop Entwined. This is literally teetering on the edge of the brink of a sellout, I feel, on this one.
Brink of extinction.
Wow, once it's gone, it's gone.
It has.
Like me.
Indeed. Well, you've gone. You went.
There's my career. I saw it come. I watched it go. Roll on panto. What am I getting in Entwined? £14 and thanks. £14, £14.99.
You're getting an amazing deal with Entwined.
There you go.
There's a romantic rustic vibe to it.
Romantic rustic vibe is what you're getting on that one. Should we shop Steam? Let's do it. £18 is what we're doing for Shop Steam. This is another little sort of bundles for everyone on here. If you like steampunk vibe, under the sea vibe.
Exactly, and some of these have been some of our most popular collections of the year, and I'm just bringing you kind of elements of them that I think work in on kind of a mini configuration. So yeah, the fact that you're getting an 8x8 paper pad with that artwork, which is really unique, by Belinda, who is well known for her kind of steampunk style. So the fact she's been able to bring those characters to you, I think it's going to give you lots of options. But the textures in the papers are going to work for all sorts of projects. It doesn't need to be steampunk.
They are indeed. Shop Steam is what you're looking at, £18 with a saving of £18.97. From there, we then move on to the pastes, is what we've got on the red crosses on the board. I know,
gosh.
yeah, exactly.
I was going to say you missed one, but you've not.
No, it's sold out. It's gone. It's gone.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
We're really enjoying having your company this afternoon, aren't we? Not your company.
No, I'm enjoying their company.
Yeah.
Their company is beautiful. It's wonderful to have.
Yeah.
Across all the platforms, the
moral
Facebooks.
support, given what you got to work with.
Well,
Yeah.
exactly. It could have
Yeah.
been a long 120 minutes, to be honest. And I just remembered I've got tea after this. I put my order in for a brew.
You're well treated, aren't you?
Oh, Diane said, do you want a brew at the end of your second hour? We both got off. You said no.
I said I'll have a gin.
Well, you didn't. Diane said, okay. Steph's gone to get it as we speak in a high glass tumbler.
Indeed.
Dressed as a
Nothing
fairy
less.
godmother because she reads all the comments that you've got on this one. You swine laugh out loud. I'm doing it. Oh, she's doing it. Brian's doing it. He's doing it.
Good.
Brian's on it.
He does work hard.
I don't know how he's doing it and still watching at the same time, though. Just going to throw that out there for the boss.
Don't throw him under the bus there. He's trying. He's trying to ingratiate himself again.
Yeah, but he's while he's typing, he could be stamping. Let's just.
I'm willing. What is his lunch break? Brian, it's your lunch break. You're allowed at least 15 minutes for lunch.
There you go. Then back to it till 7 tonight. He was up at 6. There you go. That's what it's like being on a design team, though.
My design team, for sure.
Well, yeah, so workhorse.
I am.
And you FaceTime them weekly to make sure they're working.
Yeah.
While you're on a sun
got a
lounger in the Bahamas.
cams.
Oh, is that what you said with them? Just a little camera. Stellar Paste is what we're talking about. This bundle will never be seen as this bundle again that we're looking at on here. You're going to get your paste. You're going to get your spatula. And you're also going to get that stencil, multi-layered stencil as well. I love this bundle.
I just think, for me, this is a beautiful way of kind of starting the new year, because if you've not tried the Stellar Paste, you've got a fantastic colour combination that's going to start with those kind of light and bright projects. But for me, weddings, proms, birthdays, it's a great image as well. £25 is what you're looking at on this one. And then you'll also get your 10% discount if you're in the highlight club. Go on. It's worth a shot, isn't it? It's worth a shot. There's 2 gifts there. Indeed.
You've got 2 little giftables if you wanted to break it down that way as well. Birds have sold out. Birds have gone. So we've just got brushes. Wow. So then we come to, which we're going to use in the next demo to show you how well these work. Flexible head.
They're really lovely, thickly packed white bristle on them. So you get a lovely blend on your projects. You get your 4 different head sizes. So you go from the detail that I was looking at earlier with that graceful through to kind of larger backgrounds. But yeah, you're able to kind of put your pressure onto that brush to get the kind of heavier colour lay down quickly if you want to, but also get really light, subtle effects.
Should we do the last quiz question?
We
We've got 18 minutes left.
We must.
What are they winning? Do we know yet?
Well, all the bits here that I've made. Oh, and I've opened this pack of papers, so I'll throw those in as well.
Oh, you're spoilt. Spoilt.
It's Christmas, isn't it?
Oh, no, it's gone now.
Oh.
It's gone, that's
Take
over.
the papers back.
take them out. We'll just send them this.
Yeah.
This is what you'll be winning. This one paper circle. You win all of
Cost of posting that.
Can you imagine? More in a stamp. You could put the stamp on the back. And the address, and just send that. A pampered treat for your nails and hair for your nails and hands is called a what? Jewelry worn around the neck is a something. Corrosion on some metal is also known as what? Oak trees shed their leaves in what season?
Oh, very good.
I've reworded it. And the last one, a sundial tells by using the position of the sun to cast a shadow. A sundial tells what?
Look, Adam, is it that time already?
Yes, it is. We better hurry up. I'm a little rusty at this.
I can't find a way of putting in the
What,
Jewellery.
autumn? Necklace.
Oh, you've ruined it.
I'll think of it.
I don't think you need to worry about being subtle now.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think they'll know. We better hurry up. It will nearly be the summer, the spring, and the American call it.
We're in the autumn of the show.
Yes, we're coming towards the
Yes.
end of the
Gee
show.
whiz, that's so
Yes.
painful. We do apologise. So you've got a choice. You asked whether we could use the stencil.
Man, you're cool. That's what the kids are saying these days. That's what the kids are saying.
I could pull
Manicure.
I pulled a rib.
Manicure.
Is that
That's what the kids are saying.
Really?
Bosh, flump, manicure.
I've not heard the bottom flump.
That's what they're saying.
Oh, my days on the streets.
Let's not. And then she started Funky Fossil. The brushes, 75% of the stock has already gone. A gig's a gig, love. A gig's a gig. We've all been there. We are never working again if Steph's watching.
We're not. I didn't know which of these you wanted me to use as a stencil.
Either or, it's up to you.
You made the great kind of observation that it would be a good stencil. Let's use it just literally as the outline, partly because I can see where I'm positioning it better on the page, but this will then give you that kind of that mask effect because you can ink around the edges. So of course this is cardstock. You could be die cutting this out of acetate or another substrate.
Yes, sounds like Arkwright. Entwined, 70% of the stock has already gone. 70% of the stock.
So I don't think I've ever used this as a stencil.
That's what I'm here for.
I'm thinking it might be a great one to make into a stencil when I'm out of the dye.
I'm just thinking it'll just give you a completely different, even if you rub your paste through it and things like that.
Yeah.
And the snippability in this would give you even more
Yes.
scope. Donna says Sarah does great shaker cards.
Yes, she's taking the Michael there.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, because I did a shaker cards on air once and hadn't got the adhesive all the way around. I'd forgotten it. I can't remember who the poor presenter was who shook it enthusiastically.
Oh, no.
I think it might have been Scott, actually.
Ah, Adam and Sarah, you're killing me, says Daphne. How good is he?
Please check out your basket.
Check out your baskets, Daphne, just in case. I don't want you. I don't want her back on the streets.
Of all the people to say that with.
Bless. What else we got? Ali says, "What? Laugh out loud. What's lunch?
Yeah, that's what I like to hear, Ali.
Bread and water.
Do you have to have a picky lunch as well as a picky tea?
And if you can have a picky lunch, can you?
Nice that looks.
That's nice. I like that.
So I mean, you could offset it, so you could have a kind of a different layered look there, where you've got the die cut going over the top, but creating that kind of fuller element to it. If you had it, if you'd cut out, use this as a cutout and stenciled, of course you wouldn't get the glow around the image. So there's lots you can do.
So
you'd
use it. That's more like your mask, isn't it? That's like your mask.
Yeah, so that would literally just give
like
you the actual design itself. So there are lots of ways. So we've talked about how versatile it is as a die set to create your embellishments and your card fronts, but once you start to move it into being a stencil as well, you've got lots more options too.
Did I just read on there then before it was deleted? Adam should be Scrooge. Yes. Is that what I just read? Bread and water. Oh yeah, it was at the top. I forgot to scroll up. Brian says, I think Adam should be Scrooge. That's another one off your DT team. It's getting very, very slim, your design team. We've already sacked 2 this hour. We asked about who would play what in pantomimes. Carly would be Godmother.
Oh yeah, she'd be brilliant.
April says, I think we should star them in The Wizard of Oz.
Oh.
Who would they be in The Wizard of Oz, though? Who would play who?
I'd be Toto.
What, the song from Africa?
Isn't that a little dog?
Oh, I thought you meant the band. Just be playing in the background. No, you wouldn't be Toto. You'd be...
Not think. Be nice.
Scarecrow?
Oh, that's not nice.
Tin Man?
I can't remember which of their various...
Well, Tin Man had no heart. Scarecrow had no brain. Lion had no courage. You could be Dorothy.
I'm sticking with Toto.
All right, you be the little dog then. You be the little dog. Carly could be Cinderella. Hannah could be Belle. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Hannah would make a good bell.
Perfect.
Terry Kim, Adam can be the Mad Hatter.
Yeah, true.
Get a lot of stick on this. I have worked out. Get a lot of stick.
You get good pay for being the Mad Hatter.
Do you?
I don't think I get anything for being Toto, do you? No,
Dog
I'm
bone?
aligned.
Dog biscuit? You could have a bark.
What do you think that could be my
That could be your line.
signature?
What are we doing in the 11 minutes we've got left?
Well, I thought let's have a play. But I'm back into this is a different journal design, but it's the same configuration as the rainbow one. So I've obviously filled this one nearly already. There's from the Wild and Free.
Yes.
The stags from there. There's another collection that's gone. I've had this one on before. So yeah. Oh, there's our oak leaf.
There's the oak leaf.
embossing
That's
one.
nice cut
And
out.
I've used it. Yes, I've used it as a cutout, but I made it as a pocket on the page. So, so this journal's nearly at completion. So I thought I'd reuse our steampunk, our Aquatica stamp set with some of the beautiful papers from Rust and Relics, which are all part of this same bundle. And one of the things I wanted just to kind of say as a way of, if you get these kind of papers and you feel a bit overwhelmed with, well, that's quite a large background, how am I going to get anything to stand out? What I often do is die cut them into shapes. So you can use these almost as spotlights for your characters. So I've just used, again, these papers are from that Rust and Relics paper pad.
Looks like the moon.
Yeah, and it's because we've got that crackle texture, and it could be any kind of like planet, etc. But this will be a great way of, you've still got space around the main images, a bit of that white space. None of this is going to overwhelm your project. And all I have done is stamped the designs out onto one of the papers from Rust and Relics. Would you be able to get the pad for me? Adam,
This,
no, it's the one on
this
the
one,
shelf.
Rust and
That's
Relics.
lovely.
Daphne says she's already checked out a basket.
Oh, good on you, Daphne.
So don't worry. Then someone said as well, I could be a flying monkey.
You
Oh
could
yeah,
be.
I don't miss any of these. Yeah, I could be a flying monkey. Full of mischief.
But what planet has got flying monkeys in?
Wizard of Oz.
Does it?
Wizard of Oz has flying monkeys.
I do need to watch that again.
You've not seen the new film, the Wicked film?
No, I haven't.
No, neither have I, to be honest. Mel's seen it twice.
I haven't seen it. No, I don't have a family that's going to. It's all men. They want to watch. We went to see Gladiator, but I won't ever get to see Wicked. All I was going to do was get to this page in my paper pad and show you that I have used this as the background to stamp.
Filling me up here at this festive season.
I know. So yeah, remember that if colouring isn't your favourite thing to do, or you want to kind of get your designs onto the page quickly, then just stamp onto these papers. So you were saying the papers take lots of media, stencil stamping, etc. So I stamped all of these 3 characters out of that one sheet of paper, and you can just see the colour variations giving me the shading in the image itself. So it was a bit of a labour of love to cut this one out, but you could cut it out with your scan and cut if you.
I was going to ask, but I didn't want to ask you live because I didn't want to put you on the spot in case the answer was no. But can we use our scan and cuts as long as we don't save them on the machine?
Yeah.
To change the sizes, as long as we leave them as a direct cut, we can cut them out as a fuss cut. That's good.
And Belinda, who's the designer for these, has a scan and cut, and she ensures that all of the artwork has that complete image.
Nice.
So that because she cuts them out herself with the scan and cut. So
20% of steam has now already gone. 20% of the steam has now gone. We've got 8 minutes left of this live hour.
So all I'm going to do just to finish this page is just add a little bit of stenciling around the edge here. So you can see I quite often add a little bit of inking around my edge just to bring the eye in already. But let's use this fantastic stencil, geared up stencil, which is again part of this collection. So we're going to have used all of the elements, the stamps, papers, and the stencil here. I'm trying to think. I'll go rusty hinge. Rusty.
Rust would be a question.
Would be an answer to
It would be if a corrosion on some metal is also known as. I don't know if that was a question 3 in a quiz.
I know we'd be golden, wouldn't we?
We would.
A bit like the necklace you're wearing.
Yes, and we'd have time on our hands for question 5. This quiz is going along. It'll be autumn by the time we get to the end of this show.
Oh, Oh, well, we've entertained ourselves, haven't we?
Well, we have. We have indeed.
So you can see again, just fading out. Can you see, Sam? Sorry. Fading out the inking. So again, it's a bit like not using all of the papers on your background and feeling that it's going to be too, or kind of, I always like to say, fight with your focal point. You want things that are going to enhance your focal point rather than detract from them. So I quite often will add some inking around the edges and then a bit of stenciling just to draw the eye in, but not to overwhelm the actual base.
Question from Lauren.
Oh, so right, it was an actual question.
What? Question. Can you foil on the rainbow pad? Can you hot foil on the rainbow pad, please?
You can use embossing powders. Would hot foil require you taking it to a machine?
No, I'm guessing it's a foiling pen, would you say?
Oh, absolutely, yes. Yeah, no problem at all.
If you can emboss on it, because it's just like scribing onto it.
Yeah, so it'll take the heat of a heat gun. It'll certainly take the hot foiling pen.
There you go. The answer's yes.
So just arranging these.
That's nice.
You can see now, because we've got that stenciling coming in from both of the corners, just really layering. And this is where the fun part comes, isn't it? In terms of you getting your configuration right. But I want my whale going right across the middle because he's a large image to fit onto that page. Our little what are these called? Are they anglerfish with the little light over there?
I'm gonna say yes.
Because you don't know.
Because I don't know.
No.
So they live at the bottom of the sea. I know that bit.
Yeah, they live in like Nemo, isn't it? There's the one in there.
That has a little.
Yeah. So although we've got large images on here, we've got a lot of pattern going on. We've still got something which allows those three focal points to kind of take your eye down the page.
And now I think we're in trouble.
Oh dear.
Andrew's messaging. Not that Andrew.
All right.
He's in a camper van somewhere, I've been told. Another Andrew, with no context whatsoever.
Yes.
No, as just put in the message in the group, in the chat.
Have we been headhunted for a panto?
No, it just said, so this is where my wife spends my wages. So we've either stumbled upon us or she's left it open. Now, how are we? We've got 4 minutes. Andrew, I need a little bit more context. And how have you found us? Are we on the big telly? Did she pop to the loo and you walked in and the phone was left on and you've been scrolling through the comments? Andrew, how do you know? How do you know this information? And who's your wife? Let's give her a shout out. I think this is sold out.
Is the bird tree sold
Yes.
out?
Yes.
Oh, well, look how lovely it looks.
I'm going to do it anyway.
Look,
That's nice.
Yeah,
I like it coloured in.
So I just use, so again, you can go silhouette or spring-like. Demo, done.
Done, sold out, gone.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh.
Oh no.
But it is a lovely size for a card front.
The paper pads have gone. Yeah, paper pads gone. Birds gone. And Sunburst die's gone.
Oh dear me. Let's see what else
What else
we've
we
got
got?
here.
We've got 3.5 minutes.
Have we got any of
And then stay with us as well. I'm on my own for the next hour. Yes, first time.
Been put in solitary, haven't you?
I'm going next door. Two Red Robins is what we're doing. Sales show.
That's going to be cool.
Should be.
So have we got some Entwined? Did you say we have?
Yes, we've got Entwined, but it's on the cusp.
Well, this isn't really a demo in any kind of technical sense. It was just to show you how beautifully the dyes that go in that little bundle look. So
Looks embossed.
What I've got them here is just stuck them onto white card.
Oh, okay.
So I've literally done lots of die cutting, because once you've got your die out, you may as well. And then I have literally adhered the white dye to the white paper, the white cardstock, to give me that look of it having been an embossed pattern. And I just think that's so timeless, really elegant look. So that's my background.
Andrew's got back in touch.
Yes.
You know, where we've basically he's now sourced his wife.
Yes.
That she thought, where's my wages going? He wrote, she had the telly on, and I looked on Facebook and I found you. I was like, relationship, isn't it? I feel I've done something wrong. She nipped out with the dog, so shh. Karen. So Karen, if you've just nipped out with the dog,
Karen, did you check out your basket before Andrew found us?
Helbert, Karen Helbert, I'm going for. Karen, if that's you, you should have turned the telly off. Just saying, you should have turned the telly off. Now Andrew's watching. At least, you know what that means? We've got one new viewer.
Yeah, and Andrew, you'll love these.
Welcome,
products.
Andrew. We've got stuff for you. We do. We have got stuff for Andrew because we've got engraving tools on the channel.
Oh, yeah. Anybody could enjoy.
Hey, Andrew, a rainbow book. You could write your notes in of how much money is actually going out of your account.
No, it's best not to keep track of that.
No, maybe don't do that, Andrew.
Yeah,
maybe don't keep track of that one. That's going to be an awkward conversation over Christmas, isn't
How
it?
beautiful that is for Valentine's.
That would be.
So all I've done.
Maybe we should send that to Karen because I don't think Andrew will be sending one.
Or he could buy the bundle and make it for Karen.
Make it for her and say, look.
What a lovely surprise.
Well, Andrew, we were told, she did message in, she said she would like the entire counter for birthday, Christmas and Valentine's Day. She wants 2 of everything on the show.
And I suspect that Karen has a die cutting machine. So, Andrew, all you need to do is die cut that die repeatedly, stick it to some white card, job's done. And
then you could gift, and she said she'd like 3 sets of the Stella paste, 1 to use, 1 to look at, and 1 to go on the shelf.
Cool, I heard.
So Andrew, she said she would like it. She said she would really, really appreciate it. She loves what you do around the house, everything that you do. She said this would just make her Christmas and New Year. Shop Rainbow, Shop Trail, Shop June, Oak, Rope, Anchor, Free, Entwined, Steam, Brushes and Paste, Andrew. Just type that in several times with the word shop in front of it. Oh, I've got 20 minutes. I've got to do the quiz. A pamper treat and nails is called a manicure, a necklace, rust, autumn and time. That ticked down quicker than I thought. The winner, I think it's one of them for this one, where they have confetti flowing on the screen.
What songs?
The winner is it's Karen now. It could be Andrew.
Yeah. Or could be.
Imagine. I'll tell you in the next hour. I'll tell him in the next hour.
Yeah.
I'll tell you in the next hour. Stay tuned.
Thank
Bye.
you,
Thank you, Sarah. Bye. Bye.